belief is that everyone's an artist. We're all given a special spirit, we say God or whatever that is, but I think that everyone has something that is different from someone else. The problem is I think people don't believe what they have to say is important. And I think that's where the problem is that they want to go to somebody else or to go to something else instead of going within themselves. Because when the best work someone can do is being truthful. So I would say the volleyball was the very first thing that got me, financially, I could make it on that. In 1974, Fred and I, my partner at the time, won the first World Indoor Championships at the San Diego Sports Arena. First time they ever put sand in a sports arena, and there were close to 9,000 to 10,000 people there at the match. And we played Von Hagen and Gage, and we won. And that was the first big open tournament that I ever won. And then I won a few more after that. But I never really hung on like a lot of the players have. It wasn't my, I think once I had done it, I decided I wanted to move on. And then that's when I got into the art. And then, it just so happens, as it is in life, when things just seem to connect, I was up in Santa Cruz playing the Santa Cruz Open, and at the same time, at the DeYoung Museum, was the Phillips collection, very famous collection of artwork from New York. It was shipped out to the DeYoung Museum, and here I go into this museum. And here I am with volleyball blinders on. I mean, I knew nothing else. It was just volleyball for the last 15 years. And I walked into the room, and I'll never forget this. And I saw all the Impressionist paintings around the room, Monet, Manet, Pissarro, Cézanne, and all that. And all of a sudden, I looked down the aisle, and there in the corner was this painting. Basically, it just dragged me up to it, and I'm standing in front of this thing, and I looked at this thing. I got tears in my eyes, and finally, after about 20 minutes of looking at this thing, I went up to it, and it was called The Entrance to the Public Garden at Arles by Vincent van Gogh. And right then and there, it changed my life. Right then and there, I knew I was an artist. It wasn't, I'm going to be thinking about it, I am an artist. And because I was so successful in volleyball, I said, you know what, I can do this. This is, I'm going to do it. Next day, I went out and bought paints, and I've never taken classes and self-taught, and I have been painting ever since, day one. I have to paint for me, and I'd move on. And I think in 1991, when we had that recession, and I couldn't afford the paints because I was trying to really pile up to get that surface going real thick, I couldn't afford those paints. And so that's when I started going out and collecting material and junk and started putting that on, and so that I would have a buildup of surface. If you're truthful to yourself, that's the best work you can do, and that is your essence. And so I felt I have gotten the essence of me. I'm not. I think this work right here is very definitive. There's no one doing that can do this kind of work. Not that they can't try to do it, but it's definitely my work, and I'm very proud of that. I think the figurative work that I've done over years is. I've emulated too many other figurative painters, Diebenkorn, Bischoff, Oliveira, David Park, all these people who I love, but they're themselves. And finally, getting into this type of work, it's my work. It's Dennis Hare.
Today, I saw a man. Today, I saw a man using an empty whiskey flask as a walkie-talkie.
I think anything that you do that you enjoy, there could be a possibility, maybe this is something that you'd want to do for your life's work. I think, you know, we're so based on doing whatever we need to do for money, and we forget about ourselves, and we forget about our true self-expression, because I think that's going to make you the happiest person you're going to be, is to have self-expression. Because without that, what is there? Without your self-expression, what is there in your life? Is it just money? Or what is it?
That's it.
That's it.
Good stuff. Very good stuff.
Oh my